Hey folks, how y'all doing today? I am Stately, this is City Skylines, and we're having some power troubles here. Hey guys, welcome to Good Intentions, episode 11 already. Today we're going to work on our power troubles, I guess, and some crime issues by the look of it, and maybe some trash issues. And I think we're going to make a little mining town if we have the time. Let's see how that goes, though. We're going to go ahead and start out by putting down some more power here. And I was thinking we can use windmills up in the hills here to alleviate some of this. The only issue is these people are going to complain about noise pollution. So let's see. We could put something up here. This would be a good place for some windmills. I'm hoping that'll be enough. 8 megawatts. Let's do one more. Or let's fill it in a little bit. Just like that. Give them a little bit of power. Give them a way to get to the power. Where shall we run this to? Well, you know what? We can use a larger power line for this, I think. Normally I like the little ones, but sometimes it's appropriate to use the bigger power lines, especially if it's like on the edge of town or something. And this is definitely on the edge of town. Okay, there we go. Look at that. That actually looks kind of nice. Windmills up in the hills. Make you feel good about living in Good Intentions. And that's what we want. Okay, and then there's some crime issues. Now this surprises me a little bit because we have a police station right here. And this seems like it shouldn't have too much trouble getting police attention. Let's see. All the cars are in use here. Okay, well, we can go ahead and put down a new police station. This area isn't, as far as I'm concerned, densely populated enough to warrant. Well, hold on. It looks like the problems have gone away. Shall we go ahead and let it ride for a little while? Well, no, we're still having some issues. Okay, so let's take a look and find a good spot to put down a new police station. The ones we have here and here, so I think here by the bridge would be a good place. And this should be fine, right? That's not really the police station I wanted. Hold on. Yeah, they're all unhappy. They lost their police station that just opened 3 seconds ago. Not a police headquarters, not a jail. Just a regular vanilla Skylines police station. There we go. Let's go ahead and fill in this corner a little bit. Maybe a slightly smaller brush size. For the tile painter. Something like that should do the trick. And hopefully that will take care of that problem for now. Let's go take a look at this industrial area. So a couple of things. First of all, I've looked at this a little bit after the last stream, and I like the way it looks, but I think the reason it looks weird is because it's too high up. It's too steep. You know, there's like 6 stories of water here, and if this were like a real harbor, that would never be that deep. So what we're going to do, and this is probably going to mess 20 different things up, but let's go ahead and use the Marquee tool here and deselect everything except nodes. They don't have water either. I'm going to go ahead and freeze the game while I do this. just to keep everybody from constantly complaining. And if we select all of these nodes, not that one, we should just be able to page down this entire thing. And we'll try to get it just horizontal like that. I think somehow this node on the corner ended up a little lower than the other ones, so let's go ahead and try to manually select it anyway. Come on, how hard can this be? Okay, fine, we'll do it the silly way. There. Just about like that. Now, as you can see, that's kind of destroyed the terrain here. The roads themselves, this one's a little off. So we're going to have to go ahead and do some demo work here. No, that's not what I was trying to do at all. This is what I was trying to do. I also don't really like how densely this is filled in. It looks... That doesn't look very believable, let's put it that way. Okay, now we can use the leveling tool to flatten this out, and I think that's about what we're looking for brush size wise. Hello? No, not that one, this one. Something like that. More or less got it there. So now we have kind of a cliff here, but that's okay. Cliffs are not unattractive. I'm perfectly okay with cliffs. Let's go ahead and level these out just a little by just raising this a tiny bit. And that looks not too bad. This is, I think, flat enough to zone properly. Let's check. Oh, it's still not flat enough to zone properly. Why are you like this, SimCities? Not SimCities. City Skylines. Okay, so let's just lower this a little. Does that look flat? That looks flat. That already looked flat, and this one needs a bit of lowering too. Now let's see how our zoning looks. Not sure what the problem is here. Let's just keep working the issue until we get it more or less the way we want it. I also think this should probably be straight, right? Yeah, I think that looks a lot better. So back to the zoning, let's go ahead and dezone all the things. Like this, and like this, and like that. And we'll put in some slightly more, hopefully some slightly more visual appealing zoning here. That doesn't mean that I want it to feel empty, but it does mean that I want Slightly fewer buildings, not quite packed together. And hold on. This isn't quite right either, is it? This is going to be a new tradition. I'm going to simply record stuff one day, and the next day I'll spend the entire stream fixing all the stuff that I screwed up last stream. Now, if we turn snapping on here, which is this one, that'll allow us to get a nice straight line on these. All right. Yeah, I think this is better. I think this is much, much better. Still not getting the zoning I want here. Come on, why are you being so finicky? Are you doing it to torture me? And then we have some issues here with some undesired infill. Hopefully, yeah, we can take care of that here as well. It's not the end of the world. I mean, the water is a lot less translucent when the game's actually running, so you can't really see this. But I know it's there. And obviously that won't fly. Okay, it's still not quite the way I want it, and at this point, I guess it's okay. Well, why are there no zones here? What is this? Is it not flat? I don't see any issues with the flatness here, so I'm a little mystified. I'm going to just try to level it out a little bit more, I guess. There we go. Oh, look, that's much better. I'm much happier now. I'm a happy stately. Now we can have a few big things on this one. There we go. This one's already pretty decent. This should work fine. Give us a nice mix of different industry types. And doesn't that look much better? Okay, let's let it fill in. They're already complaining about not having enough employees, though, which is too bad. Now, a couple of things here. I don't have any public transport heading out to this new industrial area. And I also don't have any public transport heading out to our new suburb. So I think one, maybe two new bus lines will be appropriate. This flooding here, oh geez. Did I lower it too much? It's kind of on the same level as this, and this isn't flooding, but this clearly is. Let's see if it clears up. Sometimes this just happens as a result of the game being a little finicky about its water simulation. And if that's the case, it shouldn't be too much of an issue. But it looks like that might not be the case here. I don't know. We'll keep an eye on it while we work on a few other things, and then we'll decide if we need to raise things back up a little bit. Let's go ahead and put down a new bus line. So the only bus line we have on this side of the river is this one going through Granolaville and the low-density residential stuff down here. And that's fine, but we need something to service our suburbs. And we'll start that here. I don't want to create a new stop for that line. I want to create a new line. This is a little odd, but bear with me. I'm just going to take this and move it over here. No, I'm not going to take that and move it over there. Well, maybe I'll have to start it somewhere else. And then we'll run it up to there. So, suburbs, right? We got this nice little suburb. We will officially start the line in front of the library. And we'll go... Is there a reason you can't turn left there? Oh, yeah. The reason you can't turn left there is this is a footpath. That's a good reason. So we'll put one down here and here. And here by the park. And then I guess we'll drop one down here and across the street from that one. And add a stop here. Another stop across the street here. And then we'll just finish the line. There we go. And that should hopefully keep everybody happy. I kind of feel bad for this corner here, but there's no way out. This is all kind of a big old dead end, which might not be the best idea ever. We're also getting some heavy traffic here. I don't have stoplights here, and there's a lot of people who want to turn left by the look of it, and are not able to. That seems to be the one place where people decide to turn in. There's more traffic here than I expected. Hopefully the buses will help a little bit with that. But we'll keep an eye on it. Okay, back to this. A few more things we can do here to make it a little more realistic looking. We should get rid of the grass. We wouldn't expect an area like this to be grassy. We'll use this tarmac, this concrete, to fill out the flat areas down here, and hopefully it'll look kind of natural. That does not look kind of natural, but that's okay. Just, oh, wrong button. There we go. And here, just a little bit over here. Too much, a little too much. Yeah, that looks more industrial, doesn't it? And check it out, just for you guys, because y'all special and shit, yo. I went ahead and let me see where I put it. Shoot, I forgot. Oh, we have a search feature. Ha! I got a couple of these guys. And these should look pretty awesome here. As soon as we... There we go. We got us some cranes that I think will look really nice by the harbor side. There's a lot of different cranes, but a lot of them are really big. They're for like huge freight harbors. And I kind of like these because they're a little more modest. And they seem to fit better with the design over here. Oh, hey, check it out, guys. Fort Fortley has reached level 3, and now we can build lean-tos and lookout towers and campsites. So if we have a little time, maybe we'll add 1 or 2 little visual features to Fort Fortley today. Look at that. That looks nice and industrial, doesn't it? And the spacing's pretty good. I feel like maybe we need some fencing or something and some clutter. Let's look at the fencing first. Let's get these castle wall ruins. I want to do something with these castle wall ruins. Those are nice ruins. I kind of just wish there was a chain link fence, but I'm not seeing that. This is good. This is kind of a menacing looking fence. And I'll move it around just a little to get everything just so, but let's put them in first. Fine, look. If you want to be that way, be that way. And now, thanks to the magic of move it, we can just put this down at the base of the hill. And oh, look at that, that's perfect. Same thing over here. It's magically snapalicious. And yes, you too must move. Look at that, beautiful. Just beautiful. Come on, there. Okay, so the area is fenced off. We have some options here to put down a couple of props, and there is an entire section of industrial props here. I don't know if 3 little oil barrels in the corner there are really going to add a whole lot of ambiance. We got our security booth. Oh, you know what? The security booth. I was planning on using that over at our furniture factory. Oh, and these come in colors. That's cool. Okay, we'll use some more of these because what harbor is complete without containers? Oops, water? We have a water issue here. We have a minor water issue here. Come on, don't be like that. There. Minor water issue resolved. Now let's get back to our decor. I want to see what I've zoned here, because obviously I don't want to stomp on the zoning. Why are you guys still complaining? Oh, that's because the simulation isn't running. I paused it. Duh, okay. See, this building comes with its own clutter. But containers, you can never go wrong with containers in industrial areas. They're always going to look good. What else have we got to work with here? What is this? A post container? I prefer pre-containers. Honestly, a lot of this stuff feels kind of empty. It's just little things in a pretty big area. But it doesn't look bad. It's just a little barren. Let's keep going. Now we're in the hedge part of the equation now. Just plop these things down where we think they'll have some purpose. You realize I'm kind of placing them in sets of 2 in a lot of cases, or in this case 3. Large toll booth, small toll booth. None of this is particularly interesting. The toll boom. Does that make sense? Would we ever have like a situation where this area would be closed off? I mean, maybe. That doesn't look bad. If we repeat it over here and over here, we can kind of pretend that this is maybe not a public road. Maybe it's kind of restricted. Still a little empty, and the biggest, bestest, nicest thing that I found here for dealing with that was those containers. But maybe some of these would be nice. Hey, big city, bright lights, a big city, going to my baby's head. We got a crematorium, that's good. We've got water treatment plant and a floating garbage collector. Not a lot, actually. We didn't really get a whole lot for Big City. You know, we should also look at the unique buildings that we can put down. I haven't really done any unique buildings yet because they are expensive. And when a town's pretty small, they can eat up a lot of your monthly income, just no time flat. Okay, back to those containers. Realistically, you'd probably see, for like storage, you'd see a bunch of containers just kind of lined up in a row like this. So let's see how that looks. I mean, yeah, that's kind of what you'd expect to see, so let's go with it. And we'll put a few more down here just because this looks really barren. And I think we're gonna call our little industrial area done for now. Might want to do something up here at some point, but I think that's pretty good. Okay, so we got an upgrade for our little campground here, which has been quite successful. The people seem to like coming here, and power to them. And one of the things we got was an observation tower. So let's go take a look at our nature reserve and where shall we put an observation tower? Just right by the waterside here? That'd be pretty cool, right? A new attraction. And then we have these little lean-tos. I'm not averse to these. I'm a little unsure on where to put them, but I think we can kind of pretty the place up with a few of these as a little place to hide if you're done exploring. Oh, look at that. That's actually pretty nice. And I'm glad that our campsite is doing well. People like visiting the classic castle and seeing the view over there all the way out to the ocean, I guess. This would be, well, this is the end of the map. But I'm guessing that's the ocean. So, excellent. Traffic. Oh, woe is traffic. Oh, geez, what's going on here? This is bad. This is not good. We have way too many people waiting on these buses here. So let's take a look and see what we can do. And don't get me wrong, I'm glad that our public transit system works well. But it's working a little too well in a few places. So we have all of these buses are full. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to up the vehicle count modifier to, let's say, 14. And let it run for a little while and see if the stops start clearing out. Do I need to check my bus station, my depot here? It says 49 buses in use, but it doesn't really tell me how many buses I can have. So that's a little irksome. Oh, and while we're here, there's another useful thing I snagged from the workshop to wit. Oh, I can't place this. What about the narrow one? Can I place the narrow one? Oh, come on. The wide one's too wide and the narrow one's too narrow. Is that how you're going to do me? You done me wrong, Skylines. You done me wrong. I know there are people who have to cross over to the other side to get to their bus from the subway. Oh, boy. Yeah. Okay, there's a couple of things that I can do to kind of fix this up. Brief distraction here. We're going to fix up some minor traffic issues, and then we will move on with our regularly scheduled programming. Lane arrows on this section. This isn't how I like to do this. This is the tool that I want. These guys can go here. These guys can go here or here. And hopefully that will solve the problem with everybody trying to get into the left lane to turn left. This side looks okay. No complaints. I do want to put a pedestrian crossing here though, so let's take a brief moment and see if we can swing them manually. It seems to me that this should be doable. Let's check our options real quick. This is the Road Chaos mod, right? Move it, find road tool. Is that what I want to do here? Still not used to some of these new mods. I've played this game for quite a long time without any mods, really. This is the Anarchy. This is the Snap. I'm going to keep the angle on because I want to have that just so. And what we'll do, very simply, is we'll raise this up so that it's horizontal. Elevation step needs to be lowered here. Let's go down to 2 meters and see if that does the trick. 1 meter. Elevation step, 1 meter. And we'll keep snapping to the grid. That looks about right. Is it horizontal? It looks horizontal to me. Hopefully they'll start using it to get to the bus stops here. But they're not yet. That's a little discouraging. That's okay. I'm not sure why this is zoned. But it wouldn't be a bad idea to have a little bit of commerce on this road because, you know, it's getting to be a pretty busy road. So our high density area is here, and it's not turning out hugely valuable yet, but I can imagine having a little bit of high density commerce on either side of the bus station. You know what? Let's just go right up against it. And maybe... Well, let's leave this empty because, hey, check it out. Our pedestrians are using a little overpass. It's not a lot of them, but it pleases me that they're using it. I think this tree needs to go, though. Don't worry, guys. We'll replace it with another tree. How about... There! Look at that. I'm telling you, man. Trees make everything nicer. Little... Ugh. This is so infuriating. I mean, how am I supposed to do this? It just gets worse and worse. I'm making it worse. I could hide it under the crosswalk and just pretend it never happened. No, seriously, I think I'm going to hide it under the crosswalk and pretend it never happened. Because, come on, guys. Why you gotta be like this? Grr, arg. It just goes on forever. It literally goes on forever. Alright, well, I tried. It didn't work. I don't have any good solutions for it. But this is okay. Cool. Okay. Our other traffic issue, right here. And this is, maybe we can solve this in the same way by letting the right lane turn left if it wants to. Because we got all of these cars trying to get into the left lane here. This one jerk here holding things up for everybody, because that's how they do. Now, one thing that I admire about these guys that would never ever happen in real life is that even when traffic's jammed up, they leave the intersection open. I'm telling you, you see that happen in real life, it's a miracle. Okay, all right, so what can we do here? This has gotten much worse than I thought it would, much faster than I thought it would, to be honest. We are going to go ahead and change the turn lanes a little bit. You can go here or here. You can go here or here or here. And then oh jeez, look at the traffic here. There are just so many people waiting for these buses. And you know, the buses are stuck in traffic, so people aren't going to want to take the buses, so the traffic doesn't get any better as a result, and it just kind of, it cascades. This is moving along. This is a little rough, but it's not too bad. The left turn seems to be the issue here. So I'm thinking maybe a stoplight, but not quite yet. And then here, this intersection is causing issues across the board. I'm going to not let people turn left here. We'll go ahead and let you turn right and go straight. And you have to go straight. And shall we ban left turns here as well? Just trying to keep the intersection as clear as I reasonably can. And they can make U-turns down the road, or they can plan differently. But hopefully this will help clear things out. And hopefully we won't have to change anything here just yet. So basically what we've done is we've put a median down here that's not visible to the naked eye. It's an invisible median. You got a problem with that? Take it up with the inventor of the invisible median. Me. Mwahaha. Sorry, I don't normally mwahaha, but sometimes I just can't resist the temptation. Okay. Let's see how that clears out. This guy has 30 passengers, completely full up. And the biggest issue is, oh, mother of God. The biggest issue is 141 people standing here waiting for a bus. The other stops are bad, but not nearly as bad as this one. Oh, that was the wrong button. And there doesn't seem to be much we can do. I have an idea. Oh no, Stately has an idea, people. Stand back. I think we're going to make a dedicated bus lane over here. And we'll allow the bus to go straight from here to here. And hopefully that will shorten the route, allow the frequency to be better, and get rid of these hundreds of people standing in line waiting for a bus. Right. I knew that. Are they... I can't really necessarily make out where they're from. It looks like a lot of them are workers with their little boxes. And there seem to be some students. And these people are just getting impatient. They're deciding to walk. Okay, let's see what we can do about this. If we run a bus-only line from here to here, well, yes, but. And the but is that it kind of breaks up our ability to put something down here to some degree at least. Okay, another quick look at the bus line. Lines overview, line 6. This has turned into our single most popular line since I created it. We're running 14 buses here. They're just constantly coming and they're all full. Let's just up the number of buses, I guess. This is something that I should probably keep a slightly sharper eye on. And then this, I'm hoping that they're just waiting to fill up and not just constantly out of space. There seem to be enough buses coming in here to take everybody away. I don't think that's a huge issue. We had at one point issues with, balls. There's just not enough capacity for all of these people. And so this one only has 18 passengers on it after that. This one has 18. They want to get on this one, but this one's already full. And that one goes down here. Okay, let's check the red line. That's the number 1 line. The number 1 bus line. Show me the number 1 bus line. We got 154 people standing there. This is not good. We need alternatives. We got 8 buses running on this line. And it's not a very big line. Let's bump it up to 12. And see if that helps. I don't know what the capacity of the bus station is. I'm up to 58 buses now, so clearly there's still some capacity left. But I'd like to know what the maximum is. Okay, so now we're down to 97 here. We're still running. This one just hopped in the middle of the route, I think. I don't know why else it would have 0 passengers. Oh, because it's way off the route? What happened here? This, oh, I see. This is one of the new buses that just got sent out from the bus station. Okay, that makes sense. All right, back to the lines overview and stop moving window. That was an odd design decision by the City Skylines designers. And this one's still just, even with all of those buses, there's still just crazy numbers of people standing around here. All right, so what are my public transit alternatives? I have metro. I have trains. That's not going to fly. I have ships. Those don't fly either. I have planes. Those do fly, but I can't build them yet. Then we have sightseeing tours, and for some reason, post offices live under public transit. I don't know what the deal is with that. Speaking of which, I think I need another post office. And where would that go? I think right about here, right? Yeah, I don't think we want it on the edge of town because it's not like a distribution center. But we could put it here. And that'll do some good work for our land values as well, I'm hoping. And we have some trash issues that need addressing. I don't think I'm going to get any major new builds going this episode because I'm a little preoccupied making sure the whole thing doesn't fly apart at the seams right now. Also, this bugs me more than it should. Hold on. I thought I got all of these to look the same, and I made them historical so they don't change. This is, the college campus, and I don't have the campus plug-in yet, but I do have some ideas for what to do here. And once the opportunity presents itself, we got seniors living in the college campus. It would be nice if you could designate something as college housing. So I'm waiting for a building to pop up there. Normally that goes a little faster. The zoning's there, so that's not an issue. There just ain't nothing popping up. All right, we'll check in on that again later. Trash. Well, is this the only place where I'm having trash issues? I have an incinerator down here, and then we have 2 dumps, which we kind of alternate between, and 1 more incinerator. I think the issue here is getting there and not lack of capacity, so pretty easy fix will be to simply extend this little dirt road all the way across to here, and let's go ahead and put a curve in it and hook it up there. Okay, hopefully that will allow the trash trucks to get to this corner faster. I'm just hoping that it's not like people are unable to get there at all, because, I may have messed around just a little bit with the height map and everything, and it's conceivable that things could have gone wrong. Let's put a little bit of foliage down on this vegetation. Vegetation was the word we're looking for. There we go. On this cliffside here, because it looks, well, it looks just a little bit too abrupt. But that kind of clears it out, and then we can put down a couple of our beloved conifers. Up here. Just to kind of fill out the space. Oh boy. Come on, guys. Let's get some trash trucks down here. Yeah, they've already adjusted their route to hopefully be more efficient. This is not a stoplight. Good. Let's check the traffic rules here. Do need a yield sign there, but other than that, seems to be okay. We need a yield sign here and here. I wonder if this is why I'm having some issues up and down this road, because a couple of yield signs are missing. So our little fix seems to have helped. Look how much better everything's flowing here. Basically just by preventing traffic from turning left here and from turning left here. We've alleviated a lot of the issues. And it's not a big burden for anybody, because if you need to be going this way, you can leave on these sides without any trouble at all. That's fine. Everything's nice. Let's take a look at our bus stop from hell. And our bus stop from hell is, you will be pleased to hear, still a bus stop from hell. So that hasn't worked. And the bus situation over in front of the university is rapidly getting out of control. So we need something better than buses. Our only option right now is subways, or, you know, monorails. We could do monorails or cable cars, but I don't see how that's gonna fit into this setup. So we'll go ahead and put down a good old-fashioned subway station in front of the park here, right there, and we will. Shall we have just a branch line? Would that even work? Just one line going constantly back and forth here, like one train on it? I don't know. But we can give it a try, I guess. Oh, that's not gonna fly. We need to run from... Come on, this isn't too hard. Do we even want to go here? Do we want to let them go downtown instead? Is that where they're going? Where do all these people come from? It's like every single person in the entire suburb here has decided that they want to get on the bus. I'm not sure I'm feeling the subway. I wonder if the bus line's just too long. Why does this keep happening? This is very weird. These guys seem to not want to go straight. Ah, jeez, I got the wrong building again, too. Everything's going great! Except for you, you suck. Come on, give me the right one. It's developing. We should be able to see if this is the right one pretty much instantly, and then we'll, if it is, and it appears to be, we'll go ahead and make it historical. Yeah, that's our building. Good. So you are a historical building, and now we have matching student tenements. Alright, so, bus lines. Here we go again. Lines overview. Line 6. 112 people. I mean, I've got 18 buses running here, and there's still 112 people trying to get to their destination. And that's obviously not going to fly. So, our options are either come up with a way to put a subway station down there, and I'd be tempted not to put it there, but to put it like here. Maybe we set up a little branch subway line with 2 stops just here and here or something. And see what kind of traffic that ends up moving. Because this line only has 3 stops. It's kind of not insane. It's got a lot of passengers, but it has the capacity. 3 stops. 1, 2, 4. Right, 3. Where's the 3rd one? I mean the 4th one. We got to stop there. We got to stop there. Oh, you know what? This counts as 2 stops. It stops stops there in both directions once. That's why that's showing up as 2 stops. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and put down a subway line there, and this doesn't make any sense. It's too freaking close together for subway stations. We need something more clever. And I think that something is going to be a dedicated bus line. That's my best plan so far. We have a lot of different options here. This is a busway with grass. This is a regular busway. I'd like a busway with a cycle path, not a bus lane, with a psychopath. All right, we'll do this. This seems to be kind of the only sensible option now. Let's turn our snapping back on, because it really does make life easier. Okay. And we're going to reroute the red line. It's the purple line we need to reroute. And that's not down here, that's up here. No, it's definitely down here. I'm smart. Like the wily fox. Show me the bus stop. Okay. Okay. That one stays. This one goes. That's the wrong one. I just deleted the wrong frickin' stop. No, I didn't. We're good. Goes down there, stops there, and then we'll delete this stop here. And does it not like turning left there? It's allowed to turn left there. Why is it not turning left there? This seems to happen a lot. And I'm not sure why. There's no reason this bus should not be able to turn left there. But it doesn't want to. There's clearly a left turn allowed. Okay. I don't know there's a whole lot I can do about that. I mean, we could do a little, like a bus bridge or something, but, you know, there's not enough room here to do anything like that. What are these buses? Oh, right. We simplified the thing so much that it decided that a lot of buses need to go away. Also, this dedicated bus lane is getting a lot of not bus traffic. Why is that? These are not vanilla parts of the game, to clarify. So when stuff like this goes wrong, it's not the game's fault. And we'll allow emergency vehicles through, though. And then just do the same thing over here. Emergency vehicles and buses only. And a lot of pedestrians too, that's good. That might help alleviate some traffic as well. All right, what's going on here? Once again, everybody's trying to get into one lane to turn left. And because this is an unmanaged intersection, we're getting a lot of traffic bunching up here. Not a problem. We can fix that. We'll go ahead and add stoplights to this intersection, and we'll change the lane structure here so that both lanes can turn left here if they want to, and only one goes straight. They're not really big on the stoplights. That's because they're both green at the same time. This is a left turn on green kind of thing. But look at that, it's all gone. All of the problems have just evaporated. It's kind of hokey. I don't really like the look of this stray bus lane here. But again, this whole area is still in need of some attention. And the trash issues and the crime issues, there's something wrong here. Yes, look at this. It's not connected. That's why we keep having these issues here. There's no way for any services to get here. I don't understand how they have employees. But this should be an easy fix. We just take that down. And this is one of the dangers of using lots of mods. Stuff like this can happen. There we go. Problem solved. Okay, now the police can get there. And what is this? I'm not a fan of whatever's going on here. So let's go ahead and just dezone that, and that way we'll only get the little towers here. Commercial? Well, I guess why not? We can have a little sandwich shop or something there. I'm sure the people who work here would like that. Okay, let's take one last look and see if everything's more or less under control. Let's hit the traffic overview. There are places here that are showing up red, like this, that are pretty much just okay. I mean, there's a lot of cars here, but these are parked, so those don't count. It's heavy traffic, but as long as it keeps flowing, that's fine. Here, again, we solved this pretty well just by changing the turning lanes. So that's fine. We do have some legitimate trash issues here. This seems to be okay-ish. I mean, once the light turns green, it clears up pretty well and it flows well enough. So, no big deal. This bus lane, I don't know what the deal is with this bus lane. These buses just don't like turning left, I guess. But this is a little infuriating. There's no reason for this loop here to exist, and we're getting a bunch of buses. Wait, why is there a stop there? Duh! Okay, alright. I'll shut up now about things not wanting to turn left. I'm still a little mystified by this one, because we have not disallowed left turns here. But I'm not going to lose any sleep over that. I'm just glad that this is sorted. And it's still just massive piles of people there, huh? We've got... Oh, it's much less. Look at that. That's the subway. That's not what I'm trying to look at. The number 6 line. Oh, jeez. I don't know, guys. We're going to have to come up with a better, more robust public transit solution here. Because these buses just can't keep up. And now we're having water issues. Yep. Water availability and sewage treatment availability are both compromised. So let's go ahead and put another poop cannon down here. And I don't even remember where my... Wait, what? Hold on a sec. Hold on a sec. That is a terrible idea. I have made a terrible, terrible mistake. No, we need this guy. We do want a pumping station. Wait, my water availability is fine. It's... Oh, that's because I just placed that thing. We're going to have to put another one down over here. This is my intake area. Let's keep them as far apart as possible. They don't actually have to be that far apart. As long as your intake is upriver from your outflow, you'll be fine. Okay, so we still have some trash issues. I think the best possible solution for that at this point is to go down to Pollutionville here and just build another incinerator. And that's under industrial, and there it is. Because nobody cares if you build an incinerator in this area. Actually, you get a little bit of power for it too. So we were having trash issues here and here, and that seems like a reasonably good place to put an incinerator to deal with that. I think we went a little bit over our hour here, so we're going to have to call it a day. Thank you all for tuning in. As always, I appreciate your patronage. I don't get 600,000 views on my videos, so every individual view counts. Please feel free to comment. Feel free to advise me on what I'm doing wrong, which mods I should be using. I would love to hear from you. Subscribe. Click on the little bell that makes sure that YouTube spams you every time I publish a new video, which I try to do every weekday. And see y'all tomorrow. Peace out, folks. Take it easy.